Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Let's Play Parasite Eve. So when we last left off, I completely forgot what I was supposed to be doing in a attempt to gather up as much random treasure as I could. By the way, why did that elevator never work here on the first floor? But anyway, and so we spent a lot of time aimlessly wandering around the museum here before finally getting on with the plot and confronting Dr. Clamp in his office and learning a bunch of stuff that makes entirely too much sense in the kind of we should have figured this out before kind of way. But now that that's taken care of, it's time to finish things up here in the museum. But first, there's a few things we need to take care of, including a random encounter here. Not one of the things I was thinking of that we need to take care of, but it's here. We should take care of it. But yeah, I lied in the last video. That was not the final quiz machine. There's actually one more, which you can see right there. Go. Alright. Okay, I didn't mean to take the medicine 3, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, because we could use a quick top off anyway. And down here, if I remember correctly, okay, well, hey, let's first take some time, do another quiz here really quickly. As I said, this one I am fairly certain is actually the final one. 25 million years ago, oxygen increased in the air. Why? Photosynthesis from bacteria. For that, answering that correctly, we get some ammunition. And then I want to get something in this room, but I think we need to go into the next room first. Which is going to give us, I believe... Ooh, red chocobos even. Red chocobos are terrifying. At least if you've ever played Final Fantasy 12, they're pretty terrifying. Oh, if I'm going to eat that attack. Of course, at only 18 points of damage. Oh, okay. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, though, chocobos! Kind of an interesting, like, prehistoric dinosaur bird variant on them, which makes entirely too much sense when you really think about it. Okay, I know there is a way to get to that, but how do I do that? How do I do that? Okay, I don't want to sit here and like keep triggering random encounters. I don't want to spend too much time here, but there is... Stupid game. Okay. And I didn't even mix up what we were fighting here. Stop hitting me. Okay. Because I know there's actually something we really want in this room, but you've got to go through do a certain thing to actually get to it. Okay, whatever. I'll leave it alone. At this point, it's not going to make a terribly big difference at this stage of the proceedings, so I just hope we can avoid triggering, yes, the random encounter in this room, and move on our merry way to actually getting things done. And by things, I mean fighting a mutant zombie triceratops. Heck yeah! So yeah, this fight starts out not being overly difficult, assuming you aren't completely brain dead in certain moments, like I'm being right now. Alright, well, good thing we stockpiled on all those medicine 2s and such, or medicine 4s and such. I know there's a pattern to how the lightning moves. There's supposed to be a way you can dodge it. I just never remember what that is. Yeah, he mostly spends his time pacing around the room, occasionally launching lightning, and occasionally charging headlong at you. Ow. Okay, fine. Another medicine 4. Sure, why not? There we go. And now that the head's off, it will start moving more quickly, but it also takes more damage and has fewer attacks. I mean, really, the previous state only had 2 attacks, really. But yeah. There we go. Ah, liberate. There we go. All right. Yep. Okay, we don't get to go into the next room yet. Because the corpse of that Triceratops that totally disintegrated like everything else decides to tackle us first. Dropping us into the main foyer area, which you might remember... There was something here that happened. Oh, we also get completely healed. That's useful. We get some bullets. We get some medicine 4. And I believe... there's something else we can pick up in here before triggering the inevitable. Remember that bad boy? Remember what I said last video? We're fighting a T-Rex. Once he gets his butt down here with his stubby little arms. Come on, get your stubby little arms down here. Hey, your arms aren't as stubby as most T-Rexes are. I have been misled. So, you'll notice at the end of the last fight, we learned a new ability. So let's completely go all out without thinking about how intelligent or unintelligent this is. And liberate! Which allows Eve to go into her mitochondrial super being form. And do a powerful multi-hit combo on the enemy, but she is left vulnerable and stunned for a while, and it drains all of her parasite energy. So yeah, as far as the T-Rex itself, though, I forgot it could do that. Butt lasers! Well, good thing I had that revive on hand. I mean, I didn't want to use it, but good thing I had it on hand anyway. Alright, medicine 4 time. Thankfully, especially if you open with Liberate, the T-Rex is not as tough as you might think, but we get the M8000. What is the M8000? It's a good gun. Well, it's the gun that I've been talking about for the entire duration of that we've been here in the museum. You see, the M8000 has the 2-action property. So let me really quickly strip it of its ammo, and while we're at it, reload my own. Oh, there it is. Doesn't have any bonus points, so we're not missing much by, you know, using a super tool to, or using a tool to take away the property rather than the stats. But we can now use 2 commands in a single turn. So we can attack twice, we can attack and use parasite energy, use 2 items. The sky's the limit, pretty much. And this pretty much is more or less where our gun is going to be the remainder of the playthrough as far as, you know, just raw power. Okay. Let's see, how do I want to proceed with the rest of this? First, I want to get out of this room. And then secondly, where's the exit? I know there's an exit somewhere around here. Don't tell me we're going to, like, spend 5 minutes with me lost in this stupid room. Oh, there we go. There's the exit. Okay. And then, let's see. There's a couple of things. Well, actually, where we want to go next is going to be a bit, another lengthy sequence. I thought this was going to be a lengthier sequence than it turned out being. I was apparently wrong on how long this takes. But yeah, no, we are going to do this. We're going to go into the next part here, because it will give us a point to pause before the real action starts. It's assuming I'm remembering how we need to travel about to do this. If I turn out to be wrong, we're going to end up walking around in circles for a little bit here, which is always fun to watch me do, walk around in circles. We've been seeing that lately. I'm sure you guys are enjoying it. Thankfully, I think they've turned off enemy encounters in here. Yep, okay. Can we still go out through the window? No, it will not let us go out through the window. Fine. So we'll go down to the second floor. So we have to do this a certain way. A certain, very arbitrary way because the game hates us. Thankfully, like I said, I think random encounters have been turned off now that we've beaten the boss of the area. At the very least, the elevator's being much more cooperative. That's always nice. Alright, now time to walk through some rooms we've already been through. Nope, okay, random encounters still turned on. I lied. Didn't mean to lie, but I did. I lied. Alright, make your move. Feel my powers! Actually, wait, what's my health at? Maybe I should have picked up that medicine 3. Yeah, actually, that would have been. It wouldn't have been a bad idea, but it wasn't really like ultra necessary. Nope. Now look at all that space of inventory that we used up by being terrible at fighting a giant T-Rex. Damn, more inventory space. That's not a bad thing. Okay, and I swear there's a way behind that glass. I swear there is, I just don't remember what it is. Oh well. So let's go now go up these stairs. Reminisce about that time we fought a Triceratops like 5 minutes ago. And then come through here. For an FMV. Because remember, while we've been dealing with dinosaurs and stuff, Eve has had her own plan. Just look at that dinosaur. He's shocked at what Eve's getting away with here. What exactly is Eve getting away with? Well, remember what her plan is at this stage of things. There we go. Tool. Oh, hey, that has the 2 action thing as well. But yeah, we really don't have to wait on any more properties, so now it's just time to start dumping stats onto our weapons here. I already have the property that I like from that. And I already have that property. So let's see. And let's give the armor some love for a little bit here. I wonder. Yeah, you can do that on the floor below as well. What we're supposed to be doing is, as far as going forward, is to actually go up to the next floor above. Because right now we're on the 3rd floor, and Eve and her ultimate plan here are waiting for us on the 4th floor. Alright, we have maxed out our ammo. There is no more that we can carry for ammo. think that opened up downstairs, the same thing that we just saw here. I hope so. Because I'm kind of sick and tired of wandering in that room like, I can do a thing here, and then feel like I'm an idiot because I can't do a thing there, despite the fact that I should be able to do a thing there. Yes! There we go, finally opened up. So that way we can get CR vest and a super tool. I'm not quite sure if there's anything worth doing with the super tool specifically to like keep it from, you know, because we're near the end of the game. There isn't much more to do here. But I'm going to keep that on hand. I'm not going to use that quite yet, just because the super tool, since that will allow you, like, if it's a weapon with good stats and a good property, you can move them both over. Because, actually, that's the first super tool we've come across in this playthrough. Because there are a couple of spots where you can get them sooner, but it's like a random, like, you know, you might get a tool, you might get a super tool kind of item drop or stuff like that. Ew. The heck happened here? You know what? I think I might be better off not knowing, let's be honest. What the heck is what? Oh, there's something I needed to see in my life. A pregnant, multi-boobed mutant abomination thing. She looks so peaceful. I think I might almost feel bad we have to kill her. Except not real. Can we go back to the FMV? That's kind of horrible. Like, the FMV at least looked nice. This is just kind of horrifying. Her face especially. There we go, yeah. Let's go back to this camera angle. Yeah, congratulate you, sure, by putting a bullet through it. I like that plan. Don't you always love when the villains start playing coy, like, ooh, what am I going to do? How about you tell me what I'm going to do? Why do humans give birth? That's not the correct answer. Maya is... I don't even know how Maya is an answer to that question, okay? Try again, Aya. Really. Or is it Maya? Is it Aya and Maya? Or Aya and Maya? I don't know. You probably shoot Aya, but, you know, I can't blame you for being a little weirded out by what just happened here. A giant goo hand just crashed through the wall and grabbed the weird, freaky, pregnant mutant woman. What is even happening at this point? I could ask the same of you guys. You were just like in footstep range of the giant goo monster. Was Daniel not already aware of that? I thought he was already aware of that. I mean, You know, there's no really good way to tell you your wife has been turned into a giant, has been merged into a giant amalgamous blob of people. There's just no good way to deliver that news. But this seems like a particularly bad time and place. You know, everything else is already going insane. Oh, okay. Well, what were they giving Melissa? Immunosuppressants. To what? Have her body stop fighting Maya? I don't know. I'm confused. Okay. Ah, okay. Because, yeah, there was a whole car accident. Maya and Aya's mom died. Apparently, Melissa gets Maya's kidney. And then Clamp gives her immunosuppressants to make it so that way Eve in Maya's kidney can take over. I guess? I'm confused. I mean, there's nothing new in this game, but I just thought I'd point that out. I'm confused. So yeah, apparently Mom and her twin sister there were organ donors. That makes sense. Kidney failure sounds like a really nasty thing to have happen to you, considering, at least from what I understand, the kidney does. We kind of already established that Eve is already Maya. Dr. Clamp! Of course! I know why this scene earlier where they didn't name this character, I felt so like they hated this guy. It's Clamp. It's just, you can't like Clamp. And instead became a mad scientist. We're all surprised, but they put it in the patient anyway. I think there's this thing called medical negligence that we really need to have a discussion about here. I don't really feel like I'm qualified to have that discussion, though, so we'll just skip past that. By suppressing her own body, fighting against Eve and all that nasty stuff. I didn't know that. And again, I've never really thought about organ transplants before. But it makes a certain amount of sense, I guess. Drinking so much, Eve just took over, apparently. And thus that catches us up to the beginning of the story, I believe. I'm still. Why is Aya surprised by this? She has weird mutant powers. So did her twin sister. Who'd have guessed? I just feel like there should not be that much surprise in the way Aya's looking at this here. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Oh, hey. That's right. The Navy are still sitting in the harbor, aren't they? Or they've been sitting there since last night or something? They're going to nuke Manhattan. Seems like probably the best option at this point. Yeah, because fighter jets worked so well before. They're just really, they're throwing fighter jets at it again. Actually, what are they throwing fighter jets at? What's happening? Oh, okay. Maybe they made their move. That makes sense. That's what we just saw. What their move is, we're still not sure, though. Yeah. I don't know why the Navy is doing the same thing that got, like, a fighter pilot turned to goo and nearly got Aya killed last night. I mean, seriously, what the heck? Are they gonna try and shoot it or something? A giant fake uterus. Right, then what was all that stuff in the museum? I'm confused. Or maybe she's still giving birth, but she's inside the giant thing itself to protect her and the ultimate being. I don't know. Oh! That was new. I would have expected more liquefied people, but you know that's a thing that can happen too, I guess. Well, so much for that plan. Yeah, you better get out of there, helicopter. Nope, too late. You get blown up too. I mean, I'm not sure really what anybody expected after what happened the previous day, but yeah, that's a thing that happened. But why is the helicopter coming? Yes. Okay. I'm confused. I mean, I think everybody at this point is confused, but I'm confused. Just a little confused here. What's happening? The Nimitz. I don't know about boat names, but that just sounds like a stupid name to me. And they're civilians. Civilians don't have to necessarily follow military protocol, okay? He can yell at this general or admiral, whatever, all he wants. I think. I really don't know. So then why do you need her in there if it's on autopilot? Oh, so you still need someone to fire the nuke. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Huh. Oh, this is what it takes to get rid of Eve. Might as well, yeah, let's go for it. At this point, Daniel, well, yeah, it's not her. It's her cells plus the cells of like a couple hundred other people. I thought we already established this, Daniel. Alright, so let's get in the helicopter, let's suit up, let's do this. So you're fighting the evil Parasite. I'm not even sure at this point how to consider what Eve is compared to like Maya. Like, seriously, why are we not playing Ride of the Valkyries right now? This scene, I mean, I like the main theme of this game, don't get me wrong, but come on. This FMV calls for Ride of the Valkyries to be blaring like at maximum volume right now. Can I just, completely interrupting my train of thought there previously, can I just say that, okay? Ride of the Valkyries, we need that playing like right now. Seriously, I mean, it's cliched, but there's a reason it's cliched. It's awesome. Ew. That thing gets uglier the more you look at it. They're going to sacrifice themselves to make sure she can get through by flying in a straight formation. Everybody else gets blown up until she's the only one left and she's in range to fire. Okay, makes sense. But, you know, they could have warned her. I don't know if that would have been a good thing or a bad thing, but they could have warned her. Alright, well, let's fire the nuke or whatever the heck we have in the payload here. This is not the time to break down, Aya. I can understand your desire to do so, but this is not the time. Particle effects! Did we win? Is it over? I get the distinct feeling it is not over. Oh man, they just took out the Statue of Liberty. Ew. Man, I don't want to know who has to clean that mess up. Or rather, I do not envy them. Yeah! What do you mean it's not over yet? The giant goo thing got blowed up real good. That seems pretty over to me. Oh. Okay, that seems pretty not over. Okay. So one less fight then, huh? Alright, well, you know, this seems like a really poor stopping point, but it's been almost 40 minutes, folks. I don't want to have this drag out too much longer, and the fight with Eve is going to be, yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a big fight, so I suppose we'll call it a day for the moment. Tune in next time, where we take down Eve once and for all. At least, we can only hope so. Until then, of course, as always, later, folks.